All animals are equal. Some are more equal than others. All right. So surprise to me that we all were telling about these stories. Now Friday, we learned that Brutus decided to withdraw this constitutional motion. Suddenly, his lawyers wrote to the Attorney General to say that we are discontinuing the constitutional motion against the Attorney General, the Minister of Home Affairs, the Police Service Commission, Soku, the acting commissioner, he withdrew. And the question is why? And having analyzed the timeline and the circumstances, I believe that the only reason that was filed, that is the conclusion I have come to, was to try to forestall the criminal charges. I remember one of the things he said, that this whole investigation was tainted by Soku. His lawyers even wrote to the DP making a complaint. So I suspect that filing was intended to forestall the criminal charges being filed. But once the charges were filed, the man decided to chuck in. Man decided he didn't want pursuing this constitutional motion anymore. In addition to that, we heard the vice president 2 Thursdays ago, 2 consecutive Thursdays. He made statements about the whole thing. And then Thursday, he said, the government and frightened not need Brutus want to sing like he sing. He could sing like Dalfos, he could sing like anybody. Let him sing. So he suddenly discontinued the charge. But I don't know. People ask if the deal is being cut or whatever. Charges are already before the court. And they have 210 more pending. So we're going to wait and we're going to see how things are going to unfold. Mr. Conway, come in and take a little about it, man.
Yeah, I won't believe it was a bluff. When Brutus filed those constitutional matters, it was a bluff. That bluff so that he would not be charged. But now that he has been charged, he had no alternative than to withdraw that constitutional matter. And then when you really look at it, I remember the second vice president saying, hey, if Brutus wants, we gonna whistle too. We gonna talk and we gonna respond. And when we respond to will not be complimentary to him. But getting back to the same issue with Brutus, Brutus could not have done that thing all on his own. People had to be complicit. People had to be compromised. The checks and balances were even they were there. They didn't put them into action. People, the whole thing is so mind-boggling that there were no checks and balances. What about the banks? What about the financial intelligence unit? What about all those people there? Nobody inactivate.